What's going on, everyone? Bass here. So the final injury report for week 2 for the Packers-Bears matchup just released, so let's quickly go over that injury report. I also quickly wanted to remind you guys I am giving away this signed photo of Brett Favre thanks to pristineauction.com. In order to enter in this giveaway, go to pristineauction.com. Register on the website using my code BASS, B-A-S. Doing so will enter you in this giveaway, as well as give you a free $10 voucher on your account. All right, so now moving into the injury report for Sunday night's matchup against the Chicago Bears. This just came out from the Packers just a couple minutes ago. So if we bring this list up, we see at the top, David Bakhtiari, once again, is questionable. And Matt LaFleur basically said he's going to be a on, off, on schedule. And we see that that's exactly what happened this week. Limited Wednesday. Did not participate Thursday, limited Friday. I don't think that was a setback. That's planned. That's exactly what they're going to do for David Bakhtiari going forward, which is not something you would love to see. But if it's a planned thing to keep him fresh, I mean, what does it really matter at this point? It's just trying to get him on the field, and we haven't seen that yet. But as we see, yet again, he is questionable. And last week, I thought that was a good sign. I thought, hey, maybe he will play, but he didn't end up playing. The report came out last week that he probably won't end up playing in this week. So I don't even know why they're putting questionable here. And hey, he could very well play this Sunday night, and I could be wrong. But I don't think it's wrong for me to say, I don't believe it's going to happen. Because to this point, he has not proved any of us wrong saying, hey, we don't think he's going to play. Now, I do think he would play next weekend if he doesn't play this weekend, just because the fact that the Packers never put him on the PUP to begin with, and that would have been out. He would have been out 4 games if he was placed on that PUP. So, him playing week 3 or week 4 is likely. But then again, things always change. And of course, things have changed with David Bakhtiari. So we'll see what happens. But I don't really have my hopes high for this. My hopes are a lot higher for Elton Jenkins, who we see is next on this list, right after Jake Hansen, who again, full participant all week. But we see Elton Jenkins here, limited Wednesday, limited Thursday, and he was a full participant Friday and is questionable. And that's looking really good to see that full participation Friday. I do believe Elton Jenkins will play in this football game. Will slot right in at that right tackle spot and will give a huge boost to the right side of that offensive line, which really struggled last week. 7 total pressures from that right side in Royce Newman and Jake Hansen. They'll likely slide Royce Newman into right guard, but if John Runyon plays, which we'll go over here in a second, they could very well just bring in Zach Tom at right guard over Royce Newman. I don't think they'll do that because that's the most obvious answer. I think they would just keep Royce Newman in at right guard, Elton Jenkins in at right tackle. But as I said, he's questionable as well, which means above 50% chance, 50% or above. But that full participation on Friday is a great sign. You see David Bakhtiari, only 2 limiteds, and it did not participate. I don't see him playing, but with the Elton Jenkins, that full participant Friday, really, really high hopes here. I think he does play. Next on this list, we do have Allen Lazard. He was limited all week with the ankle injury that kept him out that week 1 game. He is also questionable. The fact that he's been practicing in some way, shape, or form all week, this gives me high hopes for Allen Lazard also playing in this game. He's had no setbacks. He's the type of player that, you don't necessarily need him to practice any of the week in order to play Sunday, kind of like an Aaron Rodgers or a Mercedes Lewis, those type of guys. So I do believe Allen Lazard, if everything's ready to go and he gets the clearance from the doctor, of course he will play. I think Allen Lazard does play this week, and he will also be, a good addition to this offense. We really did miss him week 1. Aaron Rodgers definitely missed him. That number 1 target he's used to going to, looking for, obviously with Devontae Adams gone and Allen Lazard gone week 1, he didn't really have a security blanket there, and Allen Lazard is just that. So I expect him to be on the field often and Aaron Rodgers to look his way often if he does play. Then we see Mercedes Lewis, who's only on this because of his veteran rest day on Thursday. Then Keyshawn Nixon here, full participant all week. That looked like a bad shoulder injury. That one play, that one snap he came in during the Minnesota Vikings game, made a nice tackle on 3rd down. It looked like a bad injury. Obviously, it's not. He's removed from the designating list, so he is ready to go. John Runyon didn't participate Wednesday and Thursday with that concussion, was cleared from concussion protocol today, was only limited in practice today, but he is indeed questionable. The fact that he was cleared from concussion protocol means, he has a good chance to play this Sunday, which is also super important because the way the offensive line played last week, losing another guy in John Runyon, I mean, obviously we saw the back half of that game. They didn't have him, and, Zach Tom filled in, and I thought did a nice job, but you don't want to keep removing pieces off this offensive line. So if John Runyon can come back Sunday and Elton Jenkins, I expect a much better performance from this offensive line. And then finally, we see at the bottom Quay Walker, another guy just like Keyshawn Nixon, where we thought this shoulder injury could be worse, and that's not the case at all. He came back right on Wednesday, full participation. Not an issue at all. Full participation all week, off the injury designation. Super excited for Quay Walker. I was really worried there. I didn't want to miss any of Quay Walker. I feel like he adds so much to this defense, and we saw that week 1, 7 solo tackles. I released a video on the tape going over Quay Walker, so if you want to go watch that, click the link right above. But really liked what he brought to this defense. Read and react, super fast, super athletic. I'm excited for him next to Devondre Campbell for a full season of that, hopefully. So, and he can learn and progress week in and week out. So excited that that's not a significant injury and he's ready to go. But that does it for the final injury report for the Green Bay Packers for this week 2 matchup, Sunday Night Football against the Chicago Bears. I will be streaming this game, so make sure to head over to my YouTube stream starting at 8 p.m. Eastern and come hang out. That about does it for this one. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. As always, go Pack Go.